Workplace conflict. Workplace conflict can be very daunting because we spend a lot of our waking hours working at our workplace. So if there are conflicts, it can be a very painful thing to go through, and one wonders how you're going to survive for another extra day. I was privileged to train under the program of Dr. Dana, who is arguably one of the best experts, really, on mediation and especially on workplace mediation. And I will go through how he defined workplace conflict. He said, it's a condition between people who are task interdependent and where one or both are angry with the other and they find fault with the other and consequently choose behavior that cause a business problem. It has 4 elements which I will highlight and go through in this video. For those who haven't met me before, I'm Anisia Mwaniki. I'm a lawyer by profession, an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, a professional mediator and trainer. So when we talk about the 4 ingredients or the 4 elements that make up for a workplace conflict, it helps us to understand the genesis, or understand where it comes from so that we can put the necessary remedy, manage it, and if possible, resolve those workplace conflicts. Briefly, those 4 elements are conditioned between people who are task interdependent, which is what normally happens at workplace. You depend on one person from one section or one department or the other, information from this one or the other or whatever, so that work can be done and things can move. So we depend on each other. We are interdependent. Then secondly, that one or both persons involved is angry. Something happens, there's a clash or there's a crisis somewhere, and one person or both of them get angry with each other. And then as a result of that, number 3, there's blame. We start fault finding. Of course, it's a typical situation where we think the other person is on the wrong, not me. And then as a result of that tension that builds, number 4, we choose behavior that causes a business problem. And that behavior, like I've explained in another video, is like actions that we take that either show that we are going to fight it out or we are going to take flight. And we can have examples there of a person who threatens the other or is hostile, or the opposite, somebody who chooses to withdraw, withhold information, just have some silent treatment. And then all that behavior, whether it's fight or flight, causes a business problem because obviously things don't get done and something is bound to happen that is a problem to that business, to that organization, to that workplace where you are. And that's where mediation comes in at workplace, to see how to resolve these conflicts that arise. And if possible, if they're not, before they get too serious, if possible, we resolve them among ourselves, what we call the self-help mediation or self-mediation, that I trained people on how they can try to resolve those problems themselves or those clashes themselves before they involve their supervisors, for example, or before they involve a professional mediator. And then at another level, also for workplace mediation, the managers or anybody in charge or in a supervisory position can also train for what we call managerial mediation, so that they are able to sit in and resolve the conflicts between the employees or the workmates that are under their charge. And when you think of mediation at workplace, think of it as part of strategic management, in fact, you have organization where they have worked it in such a way that they label it now, as a mediating organization. It's part of their system so that they can resolve their conflicts, the workplace conflicts, quickly and better, and avoid the costs and the risks of unresolved conflict. In another video, I will talk about that, that unresolved conflicts cause a lot of costs to an organization, and also expose an organization to a lot of risks, which can be cut off or shortened or avoided if we have a good system of managing those conflicts that arise at our workplace. And if we need that kind of training, we offer it. I will give my email address below so that you can contact us for such training. And of course, on this field, on this area, there's a lot that we are going to talk about. So please keep tuned so that you don't miss the next one. See you in my next video. Bye.